tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you.
It's a toaster.
Dalek,
You have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them? Hello. I'm the Doctor.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Good evening, good morning. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Still got the echo. I've nearly unpacked, ladies and gentlemen. I unpacked the last box today, right? But I still got a bunch of stuff laying around. If you don't know, I've just moved. I'm getting divorced. And I'm weirdly, really happy about it. I'm still kind of freaked out at how happy I am about it, man. I'm telling you, I loved my wife dearly for 29 years, like more than you could imagine. And then, I just fell out of love, by couples counseling, essentially, right? But I'm so like weirded out by, how great my life is. Honestly, there's not a day goes by, right? And again, this is not a diss on my wife. Thank God, our divorce is really nice and amicable. I have no ill will to her whatsoever. My ex-wife, well, soon to be ex-wife, right? No ill will to her whatsoever. Really hope she gets everything she wants. She's in a very she wants to be. She's turning it a little bit into Lady HaGeffen right now, isolating herself quite a lot. Like, it's weird. But you know what? You got to I pressed the wrong button. You got to detach. When you get divorced, you have to detach, which is what I'm doing. But I hope after she's done with that she meets someone and gets married again. I really do. I have no ill will to her whatsoever. Which is, again, if you're going to get divorced, it's the way to go, baby. It's totally the way to go. And for me, again, bizarrely happy, right? I'm really loving having my own place. I never had my own place before. Right, I went from living with my parents to being in rabbinical seminary to being married. Right, and now I've got my own place. It's awesome. Again, not a day goes by where I'm like not sipping a glass of wine, watching Dalek Master Plan. Freaking awesome. We're going to do a deep dive on that tonight, and go. My life is freaking awesome. My life is just absolutely. It really is. I'm very weirded out, but now I'm down to bits where I just got to find where to put little bits and pieces, like things like this, for example. Like, wonder if the batteries still work. Let's have a look. Hang on. Let's see. No, that's the thing. Now I'm like trying all these things, and none of them work. This is, if you don't know, back from RTD1 where things were good, right? The Essence of a Time Lord. I really like that story. The book was better, however. I'm surprised that Big Finish never adapted it, because it's a good book to adapt. What's it called again? Human Nature, not Being Human. Being Human, that's the other show. But yeah. So I'm on one other, but this is just the first shlove, right? The first group of stuff. I got a whole other move happening. I guess it'll be early next week. I got. So last week was just ended yet last night was Passover, right? And Passover has this thing called Seder, which is on the first night, where it's a family thing, when the whole family gets together and they read this book called the Haggadah, which tells the story of the Exodus in a way that people ask questions. It's a nice family time. So, I didn't want to remove all my, holy books from the living room and my paintings and stuff like that. I didn't want to, upset the kids, essentially. So that stuff's all got to go. Plus, still got a bunch of stuff from downstairs to go. Actually, got a couple of kids coming over to help schlep tomorrow. That will be good, right? That'll be good. But yeah, I'm nearly moved in. I can't wait to get something on that wall over there, right? Oh, I can't find my the Star Trek thing. I wonder where that is. I might have to rethink my plans. I put some kind of poster up there. Wonder what I'll put up there. Do I have any good posters? I'm sure I'll discover some. There's so much great art right now, It's but what would I put up? I don't know. Now I've got to really think. But yeah, that wall's way too blank, right? Way too blank. And still a bit echoey, but we are certainly getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are certainly getting there. Anyway, yeah, so Passover ended last night. And the last day of Passover commemorates. It's the day that the Red Sea split, right? And the rabbis, they ask a pretty decent question, right? You got the 10 plagues, you got 10 commandments, you got the 10 plagues, right? Why isn't there 11? Why isn't the splitting of the Red Sea one of the 10 plagues? It kind of should be. And the answer is basically this: the 10 plagues had a point to them, right? The 10 plagues, they were to destroy the philosophy of Egypt at the time, right? Which was called primarchy, which was it's like a pyramid, right? There's somebody on top of somebody on top of somebody, and right at the top is Pharaoh, right? And it was to destroy that idea of primarchy because the only person on top is God, right? God likes to go on top, apparently. I can't argue with God on that one. And even if I could, I don't think I would, right? I don't think I would at all. But it was really I'm really loving this. I had to tell you, it's weird because on a Jewish holiday, the big difference between that and Sabbath is you can smoke, right? You're allowed to transfer flame because you're allowed to cook on a Jewish holiday. It's called a Yom Tov, but you're not allowed to cook on Sabbath. You got to cook beforehand and just heat the food up, right? So. Yeah, it's very good. I got back from synagogue. Oh, the synagogue's opened up again today. The war's over. Thank God. Although it hasn't really made much of a crimp in my life. Since I moved in here, I haven't been going to the bomb shelters and on the sirens. I'm like, it's just me. I'll take my chances with the Ayatollahs, quite frankly. It was. So I came home from synagogue. I chilled out on the couch for a little bit, reading and playing with the cat, right? And then I got up, and the first thing you do on a festive meal, you have to do this thing called Kiddush and Hamotzi. Kiddush is a blessing you say over wine, and then Hamotzi is a blessing you say over normally bread, but it's Passover, so it's like the cracker bread, the matzah thing. I showed you plenty of that. So I did that. And then because you can cook, I cooked myself dinner, which was I had a steak, and it was fantastic because I was having a glass of wine, I was smoking a cigarette. I smoke occasionally now. I was smoking a cigarette, and you can't flick the ash though on Jewish holidays, but you can smoke, right? Cooking the steak. I was having a whale of a time. I really was. I really enjoyed myself. And then for the day, I went to friends of mine who live 3 doors down now. I like all the people on the street way better. They're all much more fun, right? My wife never liked the fun people. I like the fun people. I'm one of the fun people. Fit right on in with the fun people. Anyway, so I went there, and it was again very mellow. There was quite a lot of weed being smoked, and don't do drugs, kids. But if you did, that was particularly good weed, I have to tell you. And they had a barbecue. It was just a nice time. Had my old, came back home, had a bit of a nap for a couple of hours, and then the holiday was over. So then that starts what's called Krummelnacht, right? What is Krummelnacht? You may have heard of Kristallnacht, right? Kristallnacht was in 1937, I think. It was a anti-Jewish pogrom in Germany, where every Jewish window got smashed, which is why it's called Crystal Night, right? The night of broken crystal. Look it up. It's horrifying. It's really genuinely horrifying when you see what happened. So Crumplenuck does something very different. See, for me, to make my kitchen kosher for Passover, I had to cover all the countertops with foil. Right, back in my old house, we had granite, which means you just had to steam them, and they'll be kosher and kosher, right? But here I had to cover everything with, which is like the normal way, cover everything with foil. So that as soon as Passover's over, you take the foil off, right? It's all taped down, and you crumple it, right? You crumple it up, you throw it in the garbage, crumple-nucked, right? That's what it is. So last night was crumple-nucked, and now I've finally been able to unpack my kitchen. Oh, happy days, ladies and gentlemen, happy days. So getting everything together. Again, I don't want to advocate for divorce, but for me, it's fucking awesome. It's just awesome. I can't get my head around how good it's been, and like, I don't know, look, I was in a marriage for 30 years, 29 years. I honestly, I don't think it was ever that great. I mean, again, I loved her dearly. I think she loved me for most of it, right? But we have, now we're 30 years older. We have nothing in common, right? It used to be our religious worldview was the thing that meshed where we joined. And that's just not where she is anymore, right? She's not interested in my weirdo out the box, thinking God's real stuff. She's just not up for that. So, and that was really our last point of unity. But yeah, again, for me, it's working okay. Trouble is this: it's going to take me 2 or 3 months before I can give the Jewish divorce the get. It's called a get. I used to be on the Jewish the Jewish court for gets. It's called gitten in plural, right? Back when I lived in Miami, and I'm kind of in limbo. There's somebody I really want to ask out, right? There's a woman I really like. I think she likes me, amazingly, bizarrely, right? But I think she likes me. I don't know. I just want to find out, quite frankly. But the weird thing is, I'm really, really zen about it, right? I'm really super zen about if she's not interested, not interested. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so chuffed. I'm very, very happy with whatever God's plan is for me. I'm like, I'll go with it, baby. I'll 100% go with it, right? I'm hoping, that this year will come up with more incredible revelations, like more episodes of Dalek Master Plan. Me, that's a good story. And it makes all the difference in the world seeing 3 episodes together, right? Because then you really get a feel of the story. And it's like nothing I've ever seen before on Doctor Who, right? It's really genuinely great. We indeed will be looking at that. Anyway, before we get to that, let's see what weird objects I have discovered, right, for on the interwebs. Firstly, Chewbacca clearly knows what's up, right? Chewbacca and actually Johnny Rotten both clearly knew what's up, right? We'll see this clip from Jim will fix it.
Earth.
What's he saying?
He senses an evil presence.
He senses an evil presence?
Yes.
Who?
It could be that massive child molester sitting in the chair next to you, mate. It could be, right? I don't know.
Who could that be?
It's
you like it down here?
It's you, Jim. Right? You fix a bunch of kids. Who could that be? It's you fucking pedo perv. So Chewie, Chewie, really? You couldn't have just whipped his head off? That would. How many kids would that save? What year is this, you reckon? This looks like Star Wars era. This looks like 77, 78 maybe. Look at that sweater. That's not 1980. That is not 1980. Anyway, Chewie, good spotting, but maybe could have taken him out. Maybe could have done that. That probably would have been better. This I thought was funny. This is Friends. If it was today, the Friends titles. If they made Friends today, and it's a bit of a sad commentary on society. I just don't think these phones have been a good idea. I don't think the interwebs have been a good idea. I mean, I like being here, but I just don't think the interwebs have been a very good idea for anyone. Weird Muzak version of the title as well. Sad but true, ladies and gentlemen. Sad but very, very, very true. Also sad but true. I think the only way of describing Keir Starmer. Here's Keir Starmer embarrassing the military again.
I am announcing that we will ban gentleman's relish by means of contributing to de-escalating the Iranian crisis. Gentleman's relish has been a blight on our world. It's time for it to be removed. This is the questionable product. In an ideal world, I would apply this paste directly to my crotch, but with the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, this will prove impossible now.
Gentleman's relish! Gentleman's relish! Please, no! Mercy! Spare me!
Okay, what is gentleman's relish?
Gentleman's relish! Gentleman's relish! Gentleman's relish! Gentleman's relish!
Okay, I'm going to look up gentleman's relish. What is gentleman's relish? I think that's a question for Grok, don't you? 1 second. Oh, and I haven't seen the boys as yet. What is gentleman's relish? Let's have a look. Searching the web. Gentleman's relish, also known as Patum pepperium, is a mock Latin name meaning something like pepper paste. Is a classic British savoury anchovy paste condiment. Okay. Well, that sounds pretty good. I have to tell you, it sounds pretty good. I have to go like every morning. I walk up to the shops, which are like 10-minute up the hill, right? Do a spot of shopping. I got all this new stuff to play with. Like I got this Ninja blender, right? It's a food processor blender, but also it's a what's the thing that makes drinks? It's like it makes drinks. So this morning, instead of coffee, I bought some a bag of frozen bananas, cut up frozen bananas, a bag of cut up frozen mango, and some dates. Right? Came home, I had some oat milk, right? Because I want to keep the thing. If you put milk in it, it becomes you can only use it for milk stuff, right? In Jewish law. So I wanted to keep it, it's called parva, not dairy, not meaty, right? So banana, dates, a little bit of mango, and oat milk. It's like the most incredible smoothie, right? I freaking love this thing. Oh, it's going to be part of my routine. I went shopping hoping to get all the stuff that's not kosher paste, like mustard. Yeah, they don't have mustard, right? When it's Passover. Sadly enough, no, that wasn't out yet. And I also want to get some anchovies. Let's see if I can get some frozen pizzas, like a nice frozen pizza. Then I can put anchovies on my pizza and cook that up. Num num num. Tonight, after I finish this stream, I will be having I'll be having bread for the first time. I'm not sure what I'm going. I bought some bread. So just as a concession to bread in general, everybody loves a bit of bread. Anyway, somebody replied. Where is this thing? Somebody replied to my who was it? Callum Haskett replied to my thumbnail of today, right? With this AI video, because I didn't have time to make a video, so I should have done it last night, but I was busy doing Krampelnacht, ladies and gentlemen. What can I tell you? But I thought this was really funny. Callum Haskell? I think, yeah, this is really, really good.
After the stunning and brave Jodie era is more drag queens and queerness. Just ignore my incredibly low ratings. So let's get some fabulousness in here, yeah?
Yep, that's Mr. RTD. Oh, how could you fuck up that much? It really is. It's like how do you fuck up that much? It is beyond belief. It really genuinely is beyond belief. Okay, let's get to the chat. Don't go that folder. Where's the thumbnail? As I said, I apologize, but there wasn't really a good, fun video I could think to do of that. Let's put up the thumbnail. There you go, the Dalek Master Plan deep dive review. Was it really that good? Yes. Yeah, honestly, it's what's on the best Doctor Who I've seen in a long time. Well, obviously since Capaldi. Was it better? I really like World Enough and Time. Like that last two-part that's supposed to be his last story. I also like Twice Upon a Time. Right, I like Capaldi a lot, but man, it's I tell you, when they reach the end of Capaldi's run, they should have totally have just rebooted with the first Doctor, right? Darling Master Pan, deep dive through. Was it really that good? Yes, it looks pretty cool right now. But remember, in just 60 years, I'll be a black super queer fuck buddy who wants to twerk monsters to death. That's actually something that Shooty Gatwa said. I want to twerk the monsters. Such a fucking moron, right? He's just a moron. The Batfleck movie, and there never was. Oh, maybe we'll look at that. And when did the boys become woke shit? I haven't seen this the new season yet. I think Amazon Prime is one of the few things I haven't signed on to on my TV. I think. Oh, that's the other great thing. Now I have a bank account in my own name on my own credit card. It's pathetic. I'm 55. And I've got my own credit card. I'm excited. I am so signing up to HBO Max because you need an Israeli card for that here, right? So there you go. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, let us get to the chat. Darren M is here, both here on the Rumble, saying greetings and felicitations. Greetings and felicitations to you too, my good sir. PD Richard is in hell chat. Hell, PD Rich, how you doing, sir? I hope your recovery is done, actually, speedily. Ethan Bookholder is here. How you doing, Eastland? Thank you for joining. I nearly commented on something you posted on Facebook today. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't today. I saw it today, but I can't remember. Then the cat was freaking out. I needed to deal with the cat. Oh, boy, when the dog arrives, that's going to be weird because I guess it'll take a few days to get used to it, but I've got to have a much more active routine. Right, I'm going to when I wake up at 6, I'm going to take the dog out straight away. Right, so she pees, and then I'm going to come in and shower. I'll go to synagogue, and then I'll walk her again, and then another time about 1:30ish, and then about 5ish, and then probably before I go to bed. Ethan says once again, Dog and I are lazing about. It is Sunday. You enjoy your Sunday, but I am hungry, so I must get up and organize something worth eating. Well, okay. I think homemade fried potatoes. I think you're right, Island. Right? I think you're right. How's a cat? Not as good as homemade fried potatoes. Let me tell you. Not as good as homemade fried potatoes. That sounds really good. Oh, it's great. I also have an oven now. I have like an oven for meat and an oven for dairy. Here's the annoying thing, right? The oven for dairy I got from my daughter, right? It's a Ninja grill, and it's made to like grill steaks on, essentially. But you can do, you can make pizza on it as well, I guess. What can you do? TARDIS Time is aging. TARDIS Time, thank you for joining us. Couples counseling maybe clarified who you are. Well, that is true, excellent. But more, it clarified to me who my wife was, right? I have a prayer book where she gave me in 2009, right? And I won't show you the inscription. I'll read it to you, though. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Right, and I showed, because I was saying, look, my wife, she's just not the person I married, right? So, yeah, the inscription from 2009 is my birthday. So, dear Tzvi, may your tefillah, that means prayers, continue to bring bracha and blessings upon us. With love and respect, Susan, right? And so I showed it to her in couples counseling, and she says, look, that wasn't it. That was never me. I was just trying to be that person. I'm like, well, that was a better bloody person than you are now. And again, I have no ill feelings to her. We're just so got nothing in common, right? Peter has got the stopwatch version with the indigo backlight. Well, that's expensive, as I recall. We're talking about the Human Nature watch, right? Anything soft will dampen the sound. Well, I'm pretty soft. I've got to put up some curtains. I know. Rebecca Goldsey, how you doing? I haven't watched a movie yet. I'm so embarrassed. Right? You asked me about 6 weeks ago, and I didn't reply because I'm too embarrassed. Right? That's the 100% the truth. I got divorced in the middle of it. Well, I'm getting divorced in the middle of it, right? And that's really what happened. Maybe I'll try tonight. No, I'm not going to try tonight. I'll tell you why I'm not going to try tonight. Because when I'm done with this, then I'm like on real relaxation mode, right? And I really want to like pay attention to this movie. the first few minutes I've seen have been very, very good, right? Have been very, very good. But like, I want to pay attention. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know. Ian, you got to know, I feel terrible, right? I feel terrible. What are you here talking about, Rabbi? I just clicked on your live stream. Lol, I don't know. What was I talking about 15 minutes ago? Normal bollocks. Right, normal bollocks. That's where I come from. Julian, Julie Dunn 3144 says, "You who is woke, trash, and offensive to William Hartnell." Yes, true. It should be erased from canon. Yes, banned and wiped away like the missing episodes. Retcon the revival. Well, I'm good with it up until Capaldi, right? Once Capaldi goes, so do I, right? Black Mirror meets Friends. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Friends thing. Mr. Matt is hating. Mr. Matt, thank you very much. Mr. Matt, Wi-Fi B is here. How are you doing, sir? Archie Collins says, no, if they made Friends today, not one character would be straight and probably white. You're absolutely correct, right? And it wouldn't be funny, and it'll just get applause rather than laughter. Is Friends on Netflix still? I can't remember. Mr. Matt said you get a salmon version from the same country as well. Yeah, well, salmon what? I wonder. I don't know. I'm intrigued. Well, there's people saying hello to Bobby D, but I didn't see him in the chat. He must be here somewhere. Where'd he go? Hang on. Bro, did you get banned from the chat? I can't see you anywhere. It's really weird. No, still don't see him. Ah, that's weird. That's weird. Well, Bob, if you're here, how are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. This one said, hold on, Rabbi. How could you lived in the UK one time and love anchovies yet not know gentleman's relish? Well, it's probably not kosher. Okay, that's probably why. Something fishy. Yeah, no, it's probably because it's not kosher. That would be my guess. But gentleman's relish sounds awesome, I have to tell you. I don't know. Ashwin says, I don't know if you remember the Merlin miniseries with Sam Neill. I do, as it happens. But we were talking about that and King Arthur in general on the Wayfarer project last night. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Put a link in. Anchovy Paste says, PD Rich, the parent company has just collapsed. Literally, it's a company in liquidation. Every other day in the UK at the moment. I know. UK is just a disaster. It's just a disaster. Hold on. Did Tzvi just say today is Sunday? I might have done it. I'm very confused. Okay, here's what happened, right? I have a routine. Jews have a routine, right? It's Saturday is Sabbath, right? And then Friday night, Saturday is Sabbath. And then the rest of the days of the week, right? So now we had Passover. That came on Tuesday, right? So that was a Jewish holiday. And then yesterday, Tuesday night, Wednesday was another Jewish holiday, and so I'm actually eating at home both meals this Sabbath because there's nobody who could take me in this week, right? Everybody's just like eating leftovers and want to be left alone, right? Peter says no, Bobby's not bad, he's here. Thanks, I mentioned the Potter trailer getting ratioed. Yeah, I heard about that. I still think it looks quite good. I mean, I think the Black Snape's a really stupid idea. Honestly, I thought Black Hermione worked way better, right? From the play, right? I thought Black Hermione was actually quite a good idea. But and I think, look, the thing is, Harry Potter is so new. I don't think you can really I mean, I guess you can, but I don't think you can really get all uptight about breaking canon, right? I really don't, right? I really, because it's like, it's kind of like a work. It's kind of like where Star Wars was when it started doing the special editions. I think they have a right to do that, and I'm intrigued to know what they're going to do. Like, how are they going to make Snape? Guys, Snape is a very white guy. Although Alan Rickman wasn't really great casting for him either. Look, I'm going with open mind. Mike Millard is the director and producer of it, and he's got a good track record. He did all of Succession, which you haven't seen, is excellent. I really recommend it. Right, I really recommend it. Right, just finished the first season of The Leftovers last night. What a great show that is! Oh my, I forgot how good it was. Right, I thought it was super slow and boring, and it's just one of these weird shows that I like. It's slow burn. No, dude. Go and get yourself a subscription to HBO and watch the first season of Leftovers. Fucking awesome. Patterson, it's got Christopher Eccleston in it with a mediocre American accent, and Patterson Joseph, who was nearly the 11th Doctor, I think, and it would have been fucking fantastic as the 11th Doctor, as kind of like a modern day Jesus. It's a really good show. I mean, when you get to the end of episode, it's a 10-episode season, and the end of episode 8 is just freaking incredible, right? Absolutely. Oh, is it 8 or 7? The episode called Cairo, right? It's just very good, right? It's just really, really well done. So I heartily recommend that. Robert Payne is here. Doing Robert Payne, thank you for joining us. Peter Rick says, as WB, HBO, ESG, DI departments, Dennis went on about it in Doom Part 1. I hope David fires the lot. Me too. The only drawback of Doom Part 1 was the woman they sex changed Leah Keynes, and she just wasn't a good enough actress. Bottom line, right? She just wasn't. She didn't sell it at all. She felt very out of place there because everybody else was very, very authentic. I mean, Rebecca Ferguson as what's it called again? Poor Trader's mother. I'm looking forward to that movie coming out. Oh, when does The Mandalorian come out? Wait. Hold the front page, ladies and gentlemen. Are the cinemas open as well? Oh, what movie came out that I missed that I really wanted to see? Okay, this is an important sidebar. One more second, we'll go. What's it called again? Not Cinema City. What's the name of the bloody cinema? What the hell is it? It's not Cinema City. It's the other one. It's Hot Cinema. Hot Cinema. Israelis give terrible names to their TV, their businesses in general. You know, if you see like something called like super hyper hyper supermart, super hyper supermart, super, right? It's normally a little corner shop, right? Okay, well, now the cinemas are back open. Will I be able to catch Project Hail Mary? Is that still flying? I hope so. I do hope so. Let's have a look. Okay, what we got here? Project Hail Mary, is that okay? Let's see. Let's see when it's playing next week. First, I'll put it in my local cinema, Kfar Saba, and then wow, there's got a lot of showtimes. Let's look at Tuesday, Monday. Oh, how am I going to get there? I really want to see it. I really want to see it. Let's see what's coming soon. Where is it? Where's the thing that says? Oh, here it is. Doink. Bukarov Bukolanot. I want to see when's the Mando movie coming out? I really want to see that. Right? I really want to see that. When is it? I'm not seeing the poster yet, so that's a bit disturbing. Yeah, okay, we'll look it up. The Mandalorian and Grogu 2020 film. When's it coming out? What's the release date? We'll look at Wikipedia. Maybe Wikipedia will tell us. May 22nd. Okay, let's go back to May. Okay. Yeah, this is May. Come on, give me a bit of Mando action. Oh, they don't have a poster of it up yet? I'm trying to read the Hebrew desperately quickly. Nope. Oh, man. No sign of it as yet. What's this one? Mortal Kombat 2. No. I want to see Mando. Sheep Detectives. No, I'm cool. I can live without. Hit Me Hard. No. Okay, fine. So now we're going to look here. Let's look at IMDb. When's it coming out here? Release date. I used to be able to click on that, and you'll get international release dates. No, come on, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Hang on. 11 more. Okay, everybody else gets it. Okay, no, not mentioning Israel yet. Also known as 18 more. Let's have a look. No sign of Israel yet. You bastards. You. Come on. Where is it? I don't know. I want to see that Mando movie. I'm very much into it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, where should we start? Stephen Braddock's here. How you doing, Stephen Braddock? Thank you for joining us. Hot Cinema, did they turn off the air conditioning? No, they actually make it freezing in there. Patterson Joseph would have been fantastic as a Doctor. You want to see what it would be like as a Doctor? Watch Neverwhere, where he plays the Marquis de Carabas, right? Knows what he's doing there. Yeah, let's look at the what was it? There was the movie that, what was it? There was a movie that was never made and looked pretty good. Harry Productive, rooted in naturalism. Okay. No, it wasn't there. What's me here? Again, I haven't seen The Boys yet. Zack Snyder. Oh, it was a Batman movie, right? The Batman movie that never happened. So let's see if we can find that. Here we go. Okay, Ben Affleck's Batman movie had Mr. Freeze and a heavy Arkham Asylum focus. Who do you think they would have get to play Mr. Freeze? It was always tragic that they chose Arnold Schwarzenegger over Patrick Stewart. Like, Patrick Stewart was born, especially from the animated series, was born to play Mr. Freeze, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was not, shall we say. He was not born to play Mr. Freeze. Freeze! Chill out! Oh, fuck me, that was awful. That was it. Okay, one second. Let's pull up that trailer. Let's pull up that trailer to remind ourselves how freakishly awful that was. It was... which Batman was it? Batman Forever? Batman Forever trailer. Is it that one? No, Batman. It was the one after that. One second. Batman movies. Batman and Robin. That's what it was. There you go. Batman and Robin with a very strung out Alicia Silverstone in it. Classic trailer. Is this the one? Yeah. Oh, I got to go to YouTube downloader. One second. We'll go. Doink. YouTube downloader online. And then. Oh, I got a new one. Oh, I wonder what this new one's like. Let's give it a go. Download. Please. No, that's not a valid YouTube. Okay, I put the wrong logo thing. There you go. Doink. Doink. Download. Let's see. Fetching video details. I guess we'll do. It says, please wait 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's now saying I won like $35,000. No, I haven't. Continue to download. Okay, I want to download this. Okay, is it? No, what's going on now? Preparing. Now go wait another 28 seconds. Really? Really? No, I'm not a robot. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't realize it. I don't know. Maybe I am a robot. 17 seconds to go. And why am I taking so long downloading this? It was a horrible movie, right? It was genuinely a horribly bad movie. I think, is that the one that ended the franchise? I think so. Right? I think so. Okay, 2 seconds go. 1 second. Download now. Okay. Clicking the download button. But nothing seems to be downloaded. Come on, you can do it. Oh, here it goes. Doink. Doink. Did it test download? What? I just got a JPEG. What? Really? After all of that? That's annoying. I'm going to try this one instead. And again, why am I doing this? It's an awful movie, right? It's just to remind us how bad it was. Again, Batman Forever. Who was that? Val Kilmer? Okay. Convert to MP4. Fine. Let's see if that... Preparing your file. Well, I like to be prepared, baby. I do like to be prepared. Then it says, please support Y2 Mate. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. You're taking too long to prepare my file. I really miss that download I had built into it. Okay, download MP4. Is it downloading? Or is it just opening up new windows? Really? Wait here while they verify I'm not a bot. I mean, why? Really? If you just aren't an arsehole to me, right? I'll be. Oh, here it comes. And now it's taking forever to download. Really? It says 7, 9 minutes, 11, 13, 15. Well, okay, now here it comes. 17 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. There you go. Anyway, now where were we? Batman and Robin trailer. Oh, this is a super gay one. This is one with the bat nipples. I'm surprised they didn't have... I bet young Shooty Gat will watch this and went, "Whoa, that's for me."
I want a car. Chicks dig the car.
This is why Superman works alone.
And what's his name? George Clooney's just an arsehole.
A world at risk. Batman will watch his beloved Gotham perish.
He was awful. I mean, it's just one of the worst ideas ever. Oh, God.
Just what I had in mind.
And Uma Thurman, the exact microsecond she stopped being hot.
Everything dead on Earth except us.
Yes.
Girl of my dreams.
Come, join me. Forget the geriatric bat.
Was she playing in English?
A partnership.
Robin, no!
In crisis.
You were reckless, and you almost got killed by Freeze tonight. All you could think about was poison ivy.
How are we supposed to work together if you won't trust me?
A family in
Well, I don't think they did work together. They basically hated each other.
conflict.
Then I go after Freeze and Ivy alone.
She loves me and not you, and it's driving you crazy.
One kiss.
She wants to kill you, Dick. It's my rules that keep us alive, and you will abide by them.
You must learn to trust him, for that is the nature.
It's a weird holdover having Michael Gough as the same Alfred from the Michael Keaton ones.
For a family. A legacy in danger. But I shan't be here forever.
Alfred's not sick. He's dying.
Can't believe it.
I spent my entire life trying to beat back death. But I can't, can I?
None of us can.
When venom meets vengeance.
Wait, isn't this all of it with Olivia Silverstone?
Justice.
Oh, Bane was in it, and he was awful too. I forgot about that. Apparently, there's a Starfleet Special Needs Academy comic coming out. Some of you, oh God, help us! Really?
Cannot fight alone.
Should I read The Watchmen or should I read Starfleet Academy comic? I don't know. So it's a tough one.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
I'm asking you, friend, partner, brother.
Will you help me? Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman, Alicia Silverstone. A Joel Schumacher film. Strength now.
Partners?
Partners.
Courage always.
Partners.
Family above all. Batman and Robin.
Yeah, that was truly right. That was truly awful. Yeah, what year was that? Batman and Robin. It was 97. So when was the next Batman movie after that? I wonder. It should say over here. There's going to be Batman Unchained, right? Was going to be the third one. And Batman Unchained, Batman in film, 1 second. Batman's fucking awful as well. The one that came out a few years ago. Yeah, that is just dull as ditch water. Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, unrealized proposals. Okay, so we had Batman. The studio announced a project with Mark Protozet as screenwriter. Shomron planned to revisit darker storytelling, contradicting the LA Times piece that claimed it will continue the direction of his other films. It was a 150-page script, that's so long, named Batman Unchained, revolves around Wayne's effort to confront figures from his turmoil past, chiefly the Scarecrow, Harley Quinn, and ultimately the Joker through a drug-induced hallucinations. I wonder if they'll use Jack Nicholson for it. In the film's final scene, Wayne is besieged by a swarm of bats as a symbol of his triumph over fears. Warner Brothers cast Coolio to play Scarecrow, introducing the character in a cameo in Batman and Robin. Sequel development collapsed after the failure of Batman and Robin. Right. Then they tried a whole bunch of things. They're doing Batman Year One. They were going to do Darren Aronofsky thing. And it went with 2005. Blimey, that was an 8-year gap. Anyway, let's have a look. See what this is. Oh, now I'm on the wrong page. Where is it? Come here. Come here. Doink. Doink. Fine. Ben Affleck's cancelled Batman movie reportedly would have featured Mr. Freeze and leaned heavily into Arkham Asylum, adding a new detail to the long-scrapped DC project that had Joe Manganiello lined up as Deathstroke. He was great when he appeared in Deathstroke at the end of Justice League, right? He was really genuinely good. Oh, yeah. This is the oven that I got, which is so meant for steaks. Is this going to open up? Right? I mean, look at it. And I can only use it for dairy. I know. I do like the Ninja products. I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit of a fan. Anyway, where was I? Batfleck. I was hoping they're going to do something more contemporary, like the Court of Owls, right? Something like that. I think that'll be like a really interesting way to go. Or Mr. Pig from the All-Star Batman run, right? Drawn by Frank Quietly. Man, that was good stuff. That was really good stuff. Frank Quietly is a very good artist. Anyway, the new info comes from Hollywood artist and illustrator Skylar Pinkerton, who shared details on his social media while replying to a fan. Pinkerton said he's worked on previous material for the film and claimed it the cancelled movie would have included Mr. Freeze. Again, it can't be worse than the Showmaker one. He describes things as a small part of the story, so the character was more of a cameo. Pinkerton also said that Mr. Freeze was beautiful and haunting. Well, show us the bloody work you did on it then. He added that the movie heavily tied into Arkham Asylum with multiple villains set to appear. So was this a adaptation of the Grant Morrison, Dave McKean Arkham Asylum? Man, that is freaking insane. Yeah, let me see if I can find a copy of that to show you the artwork. That's one of the most beautiful comics ever made. Arkham Asylum, Dave McKean. Let's see what I can bring up. And we'll do large. Oh, yeah. For example, copy image address. Where is it? Copy image address. There we go. Right. So this is one of the cover pieces for it. I mean, but the artwork stayed the way like that way all the way through. I mean, it's truly stunning stuff. Right? Truly stunning stuff here. Copy image address. And it's really the story of Arkham Asylum is the asylum where they send all the supervillains in Batman. Right? This was one pager, as I recall. Or this is the psychiatrist, right? Who founded Arkham Asylum. He comes home one day and finds his wife murdered and his daughter's head in the dollhouse. And Batman's like trapped in there, Michael Gough. How was I pronouncing? Michael Gough or Michael Gough or whatever. Anyway, here, look at this as he's wandering around Arkham. I mean, like, this artwork is stunning, right? Absolutely stunning. Dave McKean at his very best, right? And it was towards the beginning of his career. Here, let's get another beautiful piece of work here. Copy image address. I mean, honestly, go on to Amazon and buy this. I would recommend. Copy image address, so I can get the. No, can't get it back. But look at that. I mean, again, it's fabulous stuff, and it's a really interesting little story as well. It's written by Grant Morrison. Yeah, it's just fantastic. So if that was the way they were going to go, that would have been a really interesting movie, right? I'm not sure that's a good movie to be to begin a new bat cycle with. What am I up to? Okay. The end of the movie was heavily titled Arkham Asylum. Multiple villains appear. That lines up with the darker direction fans had long heard Affleck wanted for the project. Yeah, man, it's really tragic that they didn't make an Affleck Batman movie. Bob Richardson previously pointed to a darker Arkham story. Pinkerton also referenced comments previously made by cinematographer Bob Richardson, who was attached to the movie. Back in 2019, Richardson said he wanted to shoot Batman with Affleck and confirmed there was a script, he said that it was not a script people loved at the time. He also said Affleck was continuing to rework it. Well, you can, right? Richardson explained that Affleck's take was heading into the insanity of the Batman. Yeah, that's what Arkham Asylum does. He said the story would have gone darker than previous versions and focused more on who Batman was internally. I mean, they tried to do that with the Val Kilmer one. It just failed completely, including what parts of him were sane and what parts of him were not. He also said Affleck was moving into Arkham and into place where everybody was bad. Okay. These comments now sound even more in line with what Pinkerton was saying about Arkham Asylum and a larger villain, please. Deathstroke was also set for a major role. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Joe Manganiello, whatever his name, was perfect as Deathstroke. It also been linked to Deathstroke, and it was one of the best known details about the Batman plans. Yeah, he was at the end of Justice League, wasn't he? Yeah, 1 second. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. It was easier to download on Twitter. Deathstroke. Okay. I'm going for media. I want to see if there's any clips of him. I think it's a fake trailer. I'll show you a picture of him anyway. Is this another fake trailer? Where's it from? Fine, we'll just do this picture. There you go. I mean, again, to me, that looks like a perfect rendition of the character, right? It just a perfect rendition of it. Anyway, where are we up to? Batfleck. Ebony and Deathstroke, which has been one of the best known details. Okay. With this latest Mr. Freeze claim, it sounds like Affleck's film may have been shaping up to be a villain-heavy psychological Batman story centered on Arkham Asylum. Yeah, probably Arkham Asylum, right? With Deathstroke as the main threat and other Gotham rogues showing up along the way. I mean, Arkham Asylum really worked because the Joker was the main bad guy. That movie never happened, but the latest comments offer a look at how different Affleck's Batman would have been from what we ended up watching on screen. I think that sounds freaking interesting, frankly. Right? I really do. I think we really missed out there with the Invincible season 4 backlash grows as episodes get hammered, and I gave up halfway through season 3. Right? I'm just bored to hell with it. Anthony Mackie, Daphne Keane team up for action thriller Barracuda from Neil Berger. Starfleet Academy set's already been torn down. I know. Oh, I saw this thing. That was hilarious. Where is this? Let me see if I can find it. It was really one of the funniest things I've seen. Is this the one? Yeah. 1 second. Open with Google Chrome. There you go. This was a post on Facebook. The photos of Star Trek set being torn down are heartbreaking. They're not. This is one of the best things that happened to Star Trek in a long time. But I'd rather this era ended conclusively than walked to fit a new fascist owner of Paramount's vision of what they think what they want Trek to be. Dude, they're not fascists. You're an asshole. They're not fascists. You're a moron. Okay, it's an easy mistake to make. People do get confused. You're a moron. And when I looked at this, all the comments were like, "Oh, yes, it's tragic." It's not tragic. It was shit, right? It was shit beyond shit. Hey, what wasn't shit? Dalek Master Plan. Let's go and have a look through it. Media says the wishes there was a sledgehammer. They could have made a bomb or two if they charged people to do that. I bet a bunch of people would have loved to have gone and smash that place up. Anyway, let me see where. What am I looking at? No, it's over here, I think. Doing. Yeah, so we're going to look at the first 3 parts of Dalek Master Plan, which I thought were just freaking excellent. I really did. I mean, they flowed so nicely. Yeah, there you go. And it's a very different type of Doctor Who slang I've ever seen before. It's much more... It's like Doctor Who meets Lost in Space to a certain extent, but and Space Mission Impossible. It's all kind of rolled into one. Anyway, so we start off. Okay, so Steve has been injured in what's it called again? Mythmakers, right? He's been injured, he's been poisoned, and he's being looked after by Katarina. Now, Katarina, people are taking a shit on Katarina, saying she was awful, right? It was a spy drama in space, exactly, right? It's what everybody wanted that Dalek TV show to be, and it wasn't, right? I think Katarina is super shaggable. Right, I think Katarina is super, super shaggable, right? Which I didn't really see beforehand. So they have to land somewhere to try and find some medicine for him, right? Yeah, okay. So Katarina again, it's a bit of a drag. You got to explain everything to her. This is called a door, right? So yeah, now we get Nicholas Courtney show up as Brett Vaughn. And I'm really surprised, right? The show got 40,000, not 400,000, 40,000 viewers for the average for the whole episode. It did terribly, right? That's why it got cancelled, Archie. You're absolutely right, right? First, Doctor Who series have Doctor Light episode, but that was like 6 weeks beforehand, right? We only got 2 until now, so now we got more. We got most of Katarina's thing. And I tell you, she is very hot. Now, I think Big Finish missed out on a trick when they didn't put Nicholas. Well, I guess it'll be what's his name, John Colcher now. John Colcher. You could put the Brigadier together with Brett Vaughn, right? They could say he's some kind of like genetic clone from the future, something like that. There's a lot they could have done with that. And sadly, they didn't, right? And they really should have done. They still can. Anyway, you do forget about the Brigadier pretty quickly because he's very dominating as and you can see like this is like the proto Brigadier. So yeah, they're finishing up from the Dr. Light episode, the Mission to the Unknown, where they're trying to find the guy who sent the message saying, the Daleks are going to invade and kill everyone, and he's injured, and so they end up splitting up. Oh, and this was great. Okay, now we get into we're in the prisoner stuff, right? We have these tech guys. You've seen the famous still of William Hartnell with all the people once they had their head shaved. So I quite like all this. And then you have, this is so Doctor Who, right? And then it cuts to like a very suburban conversation about, which is great at delivering exposition. That this woman wants to what the Guardian of the Galaxy speak, Mavic Chen, right? And so they're arguing about what to watch on, what channel to watch. Again, very 1960s. Again, don't tell me this isn't blackface. In fact, I've seen photos from the set. It's blackface, right? He is 100% in blackface. Look at it. It's very obviously blackface. And he's being very politician. I do like the Kevin Stone. Kevin Stone's pretty much good in everything I've seen him. Brett was already Descent on the Brig, which means Sarah Kingdom was as well. Exactly. Well, they did that whole series called Dalek Universe, which centered around Special Space Service and Sarah Kingdom, and not a mention, right? I think it's the only story that starts with 2 TARDIS crew deaths. I think it's the only story with 2 TARDIS. I think you're probably right, right? I think you're probably right. Okay, that phone at the top looks like a dildo. Are you noticing that? Doesn't that look like a dildo to you on the top right-hand side of the right-hand quadrant? That looks like a dildo. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm not sorry, but it is. Right? And again. Hello, I'm in blackface. Yes, I know. It's 1965. Minstrels will be on soon. So fine. I don't think you see these people again. But they introduce him nicely, right? I do like the way they introduce him. Okay, so we got Nicholas Courtney with the guy who's about to get the red shirt, right? Or maybe the rabbis that don't you mind. You noticed? Look, okay, I'll go back to that. 1 second. No, that's a dildo. I'm sorry. That is a freaking dildo. That's what it is. BBC nonce phones. I'm surprised it wasn't replaced by better CGI walkie-talkie. Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't too. Anyway, so again, I don't think we see them again. Mr. Redshirt's like, oh, I'm done in, sir. You get away. I'll never make it. Don't be a fool, sir. We'll make it together. But no, he heroically sacrifices himself. Threats to kill Brett Vaughn if he doesn't go. And then is he eaten by Varga plants? No, he turns around and he sees the unnamed foe. There's a great introduction of the Daleks, isn't it? Right? It's freaking incredible introduction of the Daleks. Exterminate. And now you got the Daleks doing Dalek-y shit, right? And then the TARDIS turns up in the middle of it. I mean, again, this is really, Jacqueline Hill. Is it Jacqueline Hill or Jacqueline, what's her name? Oh, I got this wrong last stream. Katarina, Doctor Who actress. What's her name? Adrian Hill, not Jacqueline Hill. Okay. Very, very shaggable. I'm sorry. I mean, she just is all the way through this. I mean, maybe it's the toga that does it. I don't know. Anyway, Brett Vaughn and the man on the mission, he must get into the TARDIS. And again, the the great things about these discovered, we get to see the little flourishes of William Hartnell's performance, which is fabulous throughout, right? It's worse in the Dalek Master Pan remake first. You're absolutely right. I did watch all 4 episodes, right? And it's before... Okay.
Doctor will return very soon. He will get help.
Where are we?
Again, just seems kind of shaggable to me. I don't know. He's in the TARDIS. Brett Vaughn comes in. Uses the key. He left the key in the lock or something. I can't remember. And he's like, "Oh, we got to use this to send the message." Again, great little bit of performance here by William Hartnell. Right, seeing his mannerisms. See, this is what I've always said. The only way to really, I mean, not the only way. The only way I can see it right now, right, is like getting something to play the first Doctor, like Stephen Noonan, right? Stephen Noonan. If you haven't bought his Big Finish first Doctor stories, he doesn't sound like Hartnell, but he embodies Hartnell. His performance is just absolutely perfect, right? Just absolute. So, but you want to capture those little bits of moment, which you don't get through the reconstructions. I think it's going to be hard to get through. I forgot. What's it? Peter Rich calls the red shirt Space Benton. But yeah, no, this is like you need a human performance for. And he giggles that he's left the key in the lock. Oh, silly man, right? And then I think he hears the Daleks landing. Then he's got Brett Vaughn in a magnetic chair, right? That he can't get out of. And he's like, because Brett Vaughn knocked him out, right, to get the key, I think. A bit of Varga plant action, I think. There's lots of plods around. And again, this is the sleek spaceship that Maverick Chen is flying, the Spar. I got to know got to know who puts the gun to the heads of the people who get so upset about the yellow face of Maverick Chen. It's blackface. And in this, and makes them watch it. They must be arseholes to do such a thing to good folk. Well, there's a lot of arseholes about, right? A lot of arseholes about. What key? Give me that key, or I'll kill you. I remember that. Yes. Next time we see Doctor Who, his hair's all wrapped up. Yeah, exactly. But now you got Maverick Chen arriving. And again, I don't know, maybe it's a nursing thing with Katerina, but I'm kind of into it. Yes, I'm ready for my bed bath, Katerina.
What's the matter with him? I said, what's the matter with him?
He's sick.
Oh, well, if you got an answer like that, there's no, I guess you... oh, you left the kid in the door. I've got you beaten from the start, young man. Oh, that was a great little performance. I really enjoyed it, right? I really enjoyed it. So he gives Stephen, she goes fishing down his pants for some tablets for Stephen to make him better. I love the way the Doctor sees the Daleks for the first time, right? It must be before this. When was it? Daleks! He did it pretty much the same way he did in The Chase, right? Jenti's found footage was from Nightmare Begins, not Mission to Unknown. I didn't know he had any found footage. Okay. And so in walks Maverick Chen, the Guardian of the Galaxy, who's in blackface and a bad guy, right? I'm Maverick Chen. Will provide a full M. Look at this. I love that expression. It's freaking awesome, right? These are just great episodes of Doctor Who, right? And wouldn't this be a great template for modern Doctor Who to do it like this fast pace and this fun and this like world building, this unit? And it'll be great, right? It will be really, really, really great. I mean, a full season. I mean, shooting would probably kill it, but Capaldi would have been awesome. Right, it was the Daleks, the early years documentary with Peter Davis. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I got all those years tapes. Right, did I get all of them? I got there was a Cyberman one. There was a Dalek one. There was a first Doctor one, a second Doctor one. Third Doctor was, I think, some black and white episodes. And then the fourth Doctor was a 2-disc set of him talking through, giving a week comment on each of his stories, which I thought was really nice. Right, I thought that was actually a really, really good idea. Fine. So I think we're at the cliffhanger. I mean, he's even got like long nails. Again, that's not Oriental. That is 100% blackface, and this cracks me up. Oh, and the Daleks discover the TARDIS. That's the end of the first episode, right? Oh, they're just fabulous. I mean, honestly, I thought it gets ripped along, at a fantastic pace. This is a really good. This and I would say Evil of the Daleks are two great templates for future Doctor Who. Evil of the Daleks, especially. I love Evil of the Daleks. Master Plan was the closest thing we ever got to a full-on live-action TV 21 Dalek comic strip, says Stephen Browder. You're absolutely right. And that's why I'm so freaking mad at Big Finish when they did that Dalek Universe thing, which promised to be like an updated TV 21. And, it just wasn't. Right, it just wasn't right. Okay, let's go to the second episode. 1 second, let me just send a message. Here we go. Okie dokie. Fine, let's pull up the second episode. Here it comes. Diddly dum diddly. Here we go. Day of Armageddon. You can see they had more years to clean this one up, right? But I love this. They found the TARDIS, right? And the Daleks are just so much more of a fun villain at this point, right? And they're mesmerizing to watch. You know what? Not only are the Daleks mesmerizing to watch, but I can think of somebody else also mesmerizing to watch. I think we should bring him into the conversation. I think it's only going to be wise and fair. Of course, you'll be more mesmerized if you're in Birmingham, because it is Birmingham's King of the Geeks, and amazingly, he's not tipping rubbish down the side of the street, which I think most people in Birmingham enjoy doing nowadays. How are you doing, sir?
Yes, it's what they call a regional pastime now.
Yes, it is.
It's like that practically everywhere you go.
I've seen so much footage from like England. It's like it really looks like that Quatermass one with what's the name? The Quatermass, not experiment. The last one they did in the 70s.
Yeah, the Quatermass Conclusion with John Mills.
That's the one. Huffy Puffy Ringstone Round. That one.
It's there's lots of that. Imagine that with more vaping and machetes.
Yes. Well, yeah, it actually was much worse than that. I agree. But the kids were arseholes in that version of the future as well, which is now the past. I'm just doing a deep dive review of Dalek Master Plan, and what was your thoughts on it? Because I loved it. I absolutely adored it.
Yeah, I think it's all fabulous. I think it's marvelous. I think it's incredible to have what we've got of it back. I think I said before, none of this should be there. It should not have been out there anywhere. Any of it, it's miraculous. What's turned up realistically, that we can form something of a narrative within, from quite a long story that we can that comes together, that holds together, and that we can make a real afternoon or evening of by taking all of it in and sort of bathing in 60s. Is it kitsch? Would you call it kitsch? I think it's better than kitsch.
No, I think it's really contemporary. Honestly, I think it rattles along incredibly quickly, right? It's very exciting, right? There's lots of good. I think it's probably Terry Nation's best Dalek script. I think it's better than The Chase. It holds together better than The Chase. I like Dalek Invasion of Earth, but I think this is better, right? I just think it's more fun.
I think now that you can get a real sort of flavour of it, and don't get me wrong, I'd seen Ian Levine's AI recons of these, and those were great as a way of conveying the actual story.
Right. This you get the flourishes, you see how they act, like the acting choices. It's just wonderful.
I'm an admirer of what Ian and his various friends, co-contributors have been able to do there, but obviously it's still a simulation. This has the flavour of 60s Doctor Who that it's impossible to replicate, and we're so lucky. What a brilliant 2 or 3 weeks.
And from what I can tell, there's a lot more coming. I think there's a lot more episodes coming. I would like to hope, anyway. I mean, I'm not sure of the episodes of Dalek Master Plan, but like these were a couple of like, weren't these episodes like spares or something? Like they were like, it was like it wasn't the main collection they were looking at. It was some kind of, it was transferred to video or something. What was the deal?
Yeah, we had one of the experts on the missing episodes on.
That was a great stream, by the way. Really enjoyed that.
And he explained these are cutting copies, which is an expression that I personally, I'd never heard that before.
Right, what's that mean?
He explained the hows and whens and how that came together and why they exist and they've also been able to figure out that some of the missing episodes that we've had return before are also cutting copies. But as for, I wouldn't want to misquote Tim, so I would suggest anybody go and listen to the Missing Episodes podcast.
And that's a strong recommend. It's a really good podcast. It's a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. He's a good guest as well.
Yeah, he was super. I've known Tim for a little while, but for quite a while actually. Just because we're in the same community, making podcasts, for the years. And so we knew one another, but I've really got to know him over the last few months, and he was a superb guest. He got into the spirit of our show, our live stream, which is a little different from the stuff that he makes himself. But he threw himself
it's
into
like
it.
live and more fun.
Yeah. He's obviously it's more. There's more bounce, whereas he specialises in a very, very long form. Layered. There's great depth to everything that they do on the Missing Episodes podcast, and as we've put out a lot of deep content too on Type 40, but not to this extent. This is encyclopedic stuff that
they really
forensic, and that's their kind of USP, I suppose you could say. Whereas
the only way I can really
there's
see
more knob jokes. There's more knob jokes on my show.
More knob jokes. There you go. Now with added knob jokes. The only way I could ever really see of being able to authentically recreate a missing Doctor Who is like get someone like Stephen Noonan, who that boy can act. He knows what he's doing. I think if he gives a performance like the remake of the Mission to the Unknown, and then face swap him to be Hartnell and change the dialogue to be Hartnell and lip sync him, then you'll have a performance, right? And you'll have a performance, I think, that would have understood the Hartnells, but it'll be different from the original, but it will be near seamless, I think.
Well, Stevens could be watching this. That boy can act. That's a quote for the back of your autobiography, mate. If you
he can. I mean, again, his performance on the First Doctor is always stunning.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it? Steven's an actor. He's not doing an impression of anyone.
Right. He doesn't sound like him, but he's like.
It's the same character. He's reaching and inhabiting the same character.
Yes, exactly. I think much more so than somebody like David Bradley. Or, I'm not going to diss, but like Stephen Noonan really nailed it. Like I really like.
There are people out there, both professionals or not, or people in the fandom who do brilliant William Hartnell impressions, and it sounds. Almost exactly like him, and it's very funny.
No, but this is a performance. It's so much better.
But they're not actors, and Stephen's an actor, and that's the same. I think you get the same with the thing that Tim Treloar, Michael Trout, and what they're doing. Jonathan Carley certainly.
Jonathan Carley, I love his stuff. It's one of the few things that Big Finish I always buy now is Jonathan Carley stuff. I
understand why some people aren't on board with those, with new actors taking on those characters. I understand why people aren't interested. I do, but I can't really fault for any call that Big Finish has made in that respect.
No, their best stuff by far is the stuff without the original actors now. Right? It's like I like the Patrick Troughton stuff. I like the Hartnell stuff. I like Tim Treloar's Third Doctor.
I wonder why that is, because they on the ranges for the later Doctors, like particularly Colin. I think he's been served some terribly woke.
I think that's what he wants.
The character could be.
I think it's like they got a new Fifth Doctor set coming out, which actually sounds quite good. I might be interested in that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm walking everybody through these 3 episodes. Do you want to join me?
Yeah, absolutely. Go on, hit me with it.
Into execution.
There you go. Again, the Daleks are just they're so much more fun. again, they will kind of fit into the prisoner, right? I like Maverick Chen's weird writing style, totally in blackface with very long fingernails, right?
Well, now we can see. Well, now we can see things like this. I've seen the telesnaps before, but I haven't committed them to memory, and some of them are quite blurry. We've got these episodes. We can see more little things like to me, he's clearly meant to be an alien. Rather than a Chinese man or a black man or something like that.
I think he's supposed to be black. I think he's totally in blackface.
Well, I don't know. I sincerely, I don't know. But to me, it's things like this. This character is clearly not meant to be of the Earth, and it's to me that's pretty clear.
I thought because it's so far in the future, they have different ways of writing and things like that.
That is a pencil he's holding, isn't it? It's not some sort of funky device.
And were there any other aliens? I mean, other than the council of aliens at the beginning, but he was the only. I think he's meant to be human. Hey, listen, we can all experience that how we like. Again, to me, this looks like blackface.
But if he was meant to be a black guy, he wouldn't have what seems to be. I mean, it looks like sort of. Obviously, it's in black and white, but it looks like it's sort of. It doesn't look like bright white hair. It looks like kind of blonde hair.
No, it looks like bright white to me.
His hair looks to me like it would be kind of. I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Everything's in the eye of the beholder. Anyway, so then we have what's it? Zephyrin? Is this the guy's name?
Yes.
It shows up and it says, "I'm so important. I got everybody else to join, and you're not important as me." And it's a bit. I like the villains sniping against each other. That's always fun. Cut to Daleks being Dalek-y shit. And Jacqueline Hill being very shaggable. I am sorry. She is very shaggable. I heard Luke not being pleased with Jacqueline Hill. Not Jacqueline Hill. Adrian Hill. Right? Katarina. Bored out of my... And I understand that. I just think, especially in this episode, there's a bit where Hartnell wakes up, right, after having a nap or something. And you do get the feeling that she's, serviced him while he was there.
But he's now flaccid and
yeah. And I think she was a good little slave girl.
It's the tunic. I think it's that tunic that there appears to be a great deal of give. So you could
absolutely the toga is forgiving, baby. The toga is forgiving. Anyway, Stephen's feeling a bit better. He's great in this as well. Like anything with more Peter Purvis is good. Right?
I think Peter Purvis was stronger. I think Peter was stronger in this than he is in most of the other episodes that I've seen of his. I thought he was superb in this.
Yeah, he was great. And in the later episodes, you got the meddling monk shows up. It's so right? This is it's so in the flavor. I haven't seen Doctor Who like this at all anywhere before. Right? This is really different from all the other Hartnell stuff I've seen. And pretty much, what an incredible template this would be for future Doctor Who, right? It would be incredible.
You know what? After you said 5 or 10 minutes ago that this is sort of how contemporary it is, I keep thinking about that, and you're right. And they could do a lot worse than to look at something like this. If not something of sort of epic in length, then to kind of reset the universe that Doctor Who is set in to something close to this, where the factions are simpler and the divides are cleaner, and the adventure, it goes back to being what I would describe as high adventure.
Yeah, it's much more comic booky, right? This really feels like a comic book adventure, right? By the way, Archie Collin points out that wasn't Katarina a handmaiden slave, so she's probably not, shall we say, inexperienced, especially not in my fan fiction. Let me tell you.
The emphasis would be on the hand. I think that's what he said.
Yes, exactly. Can I get one of the mouth maidens, please? No, you only got a handmaiden. Well, I'll take what I can get, I guess. Anyway. So, yeah, now the Daleks are burning down the forest to get rid of the Varga plants for some reason. Stephen's feeling better. They all meet up. I love Nicholas Courtney in this. Right? You really forget the Brigadier very, very quickly. It's a different character.
I did, but Charlotte Shields, she struggled to not call him the Brig. Bless her heart. She was
I'm surprised that Big Finish didn't do a Brett Vaughan Brigadier meetup, right? Like have a descendant of the Brigadier, or he's like a genetic clone. I like the idea that they cloned him to make a super soldier.
Good point.
Anyway, yes, again, the production values are fantastic. This is just producers now. Verity Lambert has left.
This was John Wiles behind this one.
Okay. And the again, I like the smoke in front of the camera, and they're and I also like the intrigue and the political backbiting between Maverick Chen and whatever his name is, Cyprius. Or
look at those chairs as well. When nobody sat in them, you can see them.
Oh, you see how tall they are. They're great. I know.
It is definitely.
And the Daleks are so imposing in this as well. They're so much more effective than they were in a lot of Dalek stories.
Far more so, in my view.
Oh, this is where they club what's his name over the head, and so again, I love the Doctor's infiltrating the secret meeting. Right, it's much more of an action hero Doctor than anything we've really seen before.
It's very Hanna-Barbera. If you were to say to somebody, if they said, "Well, what happens in this episode?" You told them, they'd look at it and go, "What?" Because it sounds a bit goofy. But when you're watching it, you absolutely accept it because this is authentic to itself. Everything is a complete vision of what the show should do, was doing at the time, and the universe that it existed in, and who that character is. And so you never question it.
Right, no. Again, I think it all just you're completely sucked in by the story of it. I do like all the delegates, and they're banging on the table when they're happy about something.
Always did that.
I always like a good table banging me. So yeah, this is one of the worst impersonations ever. But he gets right on in, no problem. And and then they explain, oh yeah, this is the back table banging scene. Great direction as well, right?
Yeah.
Great direction as well. It's Douglas Campbell, right?
It reminds me of that scene from the final episode of The Prisoner.
Yes.
Where they're all he goes down into the to meet number one, and they're all sat around. That's what this reminds me of.
Right. Although I do remember Verity Lambert did a photo shoot with all these aliens, didn't she?
That's right.
She must have popped in. So yeah, he says, I have a full M of whatever it is. It's super important, right? And then this is on Brett Vaughan's ship, right? They steal Brett Vaughan's ship so they can get a message out to the Space Security Service. And then everybody freaks out on the Doctor. Again, this is brilliant. The Doctor steals the trillium, right?
Look at that. Look how beautifully kind of cropped it is. It's clearly a can of Heinz beans with the label taken off. But apart from that,
it doesn't matter because you're just sucked into the reality of it, right? It's just fabulous, right? Really, genuinely fabulous. Okay, so now we got to leave the Doctor behind. Next episode, Devil's Planet. Let's get over there then.
Devil's Planet.
And again, having the three in order makes it so much more watchable. And I'm very impressed with the cleanup they've done of these as well. Okay, so no, don't go, and then the Doctor shows up, right?
Bear in mind as well, mate, this is kind of it's not their first pass, I think it's their second pass. It's not even the full cleanup that they will do for when these things are put out for home media and sort of how they're going to exist in perpetuity. It's still not completely in the finished for now state.
Well, honestly, they should hold off on all black and white media releases for the next 3 years, I think, until they see what comes out of Film is Fabulous.
Maybe.
There's got to be a lot out there. I really think there's a lot out there.
Simon Horton has been saying for years about this, that there are people who worked in film and television who've got not just Doctor Who, like a multitude of things in their garage, in their attic, in their cellar, all that kind of stuff. And I used to sort of chortle and say, "Oh yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful if?" But you do wonder, because that's where this was largely, for the most part. And if you look at the other things that Film is Fabulous have found, just in their case, there was a couple of episodes of Emergency Ward 10, and I think there's been a couple of films as well, like old films that were. I think one was completely lost, and the one was only existed in a rough form that they've now got a full print of. And they were in people's sheds. They were.
Yes, and again, look, they've exhausted looking in basements in Nigeria. Now they've got to go to garden sheds. Right, Jacqueline, Adrian Hill. I just find it shaggable. I'm sorry. I do like the weird takeoff thing where they all like roll their eyes back and orgasm. Right? Not sure what was the technical need for that, but okay.
Can we orgasm too when we take off? No.
I think that's called reaching the.
Sorry.
I think that's called reaching the place of perfection.
Yes, it is. Fine. So they're flying to Space Security Service, I think, and they got they've stopped the Dalek plan with the full M of Trillium. Oh yeah, so then what's his name shows up and gets his ass handed to him by Maverick Chen, right? They do kill him, don't they? I believe that. Oh yeah, and you can only look at Trillium if you're wearing these funky Star Trek visors. When does he have? He has a nap soon, Billy, as I recall.
I think that's my favourite moment, where Katerina touches the window, the sort of porthole of the spa, and looks out at the stars like that.
Yeah, where was that? I just missed it.
It's a little further back. That scene there.
Oh, that scene. Yeah.
Why didn't you try the same thing?
Moments
and again,
like
I see why they wrote her out after 5 episodes. It's
yeah.
This is a pencil, Katerina. No, it's just a pencil. Don't worry.
They're not going to get very far with the adventure stakes, are they? With a character sticking everything that she finds up her nose or down her trousers.
Although I did spot a large dildo in episode 1. Let me see if I can find that for you. Inquiring minds will here. Wait 1 second. It was during.
Katerina's dildo appeared in.
No. This was actually. I think it was the woman with the beehives dildo.
Oh.
Where was it? It's great introduction of the Daleks there. Was it before this?
Yeah, we don't have to wait until the cliffhanger to episode 1 to see a Dalek. It's
yeah, exactly. Is that Brian Cant?
It is indeed. You got to be careful how you say that.
1 second.
If you're a Cockney.
It was like, oh, here.
Oh God.
That is a dildo. I'm sorry.
It's positively rampant. It is.
It is. I mean, like that can hold a lot of batteries as well. Let me tell you. That's for a very wide berthed young lady.
It's even got a scrotum. That's.
I know. They again. You have to show this to your panel members. It's all.
Yeah,
I would like to hear Charlotte's take on it.
My dear, no.
Fine. So they're taking off and they're running away from the Daleks. Was it? They need to land or something? They're being chased for the Emma. Oh right, they land on it's a prison planet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devil Planet is a prison planet. Again, it's so much better than when they did it in Blake 7 as well. I mean, like it just really comes together nicely. And I like the prison planet on Blake 7.
Yeah, so do I. But I think Brian Blessed, we just get one shouty, beardy man, and the gorgeous Pamela Salem, don't we, on Cygnus Alpha?
Oh, right.
We get 3.
We got the guy who was nearly a member of the crew but gets shot as he just is putting the bracelet on. Who went on to be in EastEnders, I think.
I know who you mean.
Yeah, if he's not from, he's one of those kind of people, right?
He played a couple of heavies in Minder. I know exactly who you mean.
Right, exactly. He had that 70s heavy look, right?
Yeah.
Fine, yeah. Oh, we're landing on Prison Planet. Oh, yeah, they're forcing it to land there. And the prisoners are rampant. It's and again, Katerina still looking quite hot. But where's the bit where she wakes him up? Because it does feel like she serviced him. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. You only get this type of review on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, right? You don't get it anywhere else. He's still awake. Was it earlier he was sleeping? No?
Maybe.
I don't know. Well, he's still on the ship, so that's a good sign. Oh, yes. This scene when she's waking him up, it feels very post-coital to me.
Yes, he's massaged him to a state of flaccid.
Of satisfaction.
Thank you, my dear.
See what I mean?
Where's your cat?
She's a bit of a goer. Did you see? He's his knees are a bit are trembling. Yeah, it's,
you can't get much of a look at her jugs underneath that tunic, though.
Oh,
so.
I do. I use AI. AI to detect.
if you can't use AI for that, then what's the point of it?
I think that's what AI was actually invented for, quite frankly. Anyway, fine. So, she gets killed by one of the prisoners by ejecting them into space. Right, and again, just rattling along. I love the way they enter new elements all the time. Right, and it's just like there's so much going on in the script. It keeps you busy, right? It genuinely keeps you busy, and they try and take off, don't they? But I think there's somebody in the. That's it, yeah. Katerina, you only got half an episode to go, darling. What can I tell you? But yeah, at least you brought a smile to Bill's face. Yeah. That's all I can say. So yeah, I think is this the best thing to happen in Doctor Who since when? This is a question. Long time. What?
Tough one.
It is a tough one. I mean, probably since the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Because they were just so good. Many people out there watching won't remember when Tomb of the Cybermen was returned. You remember when it came back, right? They brought it out in 1990.
92.
Was it 92? No, it was before 92. I'd left England by then. Yeah, let me look it up. I'll look it up in Grok. 1 second. What year was the Lost Doctor Who story, The Tomb of the Cybermen, found? Let's see what Grok will go. I'm sure it will. Late 1991. And it was, they were returned in 1992. Wait, what year did I leave England? It was 1990. Blimey, I must have got it when I was in rabbinical seminary. But I remember it being better than I thought it would be. Right, I was really kind of blown away by it. Because it was very cinematic. Right, there's a lot of good templates for a future Doctor Who. I fear they're not going to follow any of them. You still think Pete Mateague's the man of the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think they got anybody else who could.
Although, as far as I'm aware, a series has not been commissioned.
I don't think a series has been commissioned yet at all. But I think they're preparing for a commission. I mean, they want to make it. The BBC really want to make it. I mean,
they're not going to bury it. It's too lucrative.
It's too valuable. I mean, it's financially impossible to bury it. But are they going to bring it back in a way that would work? I mean, that's really the question.
Well, the very last people to ask about that are the BBC.
Yes, because they have no clue why it works to start with. Yeah. Right, they're completely flummoxed by it. So you did a stream on Tuesday, but there's no one tonight for you.
We did. So if you want to catch up, where is it? You can catch up with this if you want our takes, because we don't usually do Tuesday. So I think that a lot of people didn't know we were on, and of course it's a holiday week too, so people are all over the place. We're not
me too.
We're not on live
still
tonight.
Easter next week. Is it Easter this weekend as well, or not? Is it all over by then?
It's all over really, but the people who've gone away for the week are still away. So people go away, they make other plans and all that kind of thing, you know. So it's good.
I love the image of Hartnell you chose for this thumbnail. It's spot on.
It's the official one, the official graphic, but through a bit of jiggery pokery, I was able to move the elements around a little just to give it a bit more oomph. There we are.
Yeah, no, it's I used the AI on mine to make him look into camera.
But we've got at the usual time on my channel, you can see a brand new video with some of the regulars and a very specific talking point. Some brand new content up on the Type 40 channel later, but as well as that, you can catch up on our review of, well, I don't know if it was a review so much of the episodes as the entire experience over the last.
I think it was more a review of the experience.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
And that's why I enjoyed the stream. Right, it really was kind of like a holistic, trip, experience of what it was like.
I mean, I don't know about you, because you sort of it's been quite intense the last few weeks, and so you go through this process and you think, oh, this has been brilliant. I'd love for it to happen again. But you think, well, just enjoy this for what it is, and try not to kind of project forward. Just enjoy the moment that you're living in. That's what I'm trying to tell. But it's so hard not to be sort of carried away a little on the possibles and the possibilities that you were talking about earlier on. These avenues that have been opened up, and if it's happened once, really quite early in the game too. For Film is Fabulous, they haven't been a registered charity for very long. They've only existed at all for 3 years.
Right.
One can't help but be inspired by the state of play, this entire new landscape, potentially an avenue by which lost material can be found and preserved and rehomed, and it's wonderful.
Can I make an appeal? Anybody out there wants to give some charity, please support Film is Fabulous, and please don't email them demanding more information. Don't do that, but do give them money. And even if you give them money, don't demand more information. Just give the money. Right? That's just the way it works. Because again, they're very very methodical. I reckon we're going to get another 2 or 3 episodes this year.
Yeah, I've got no idea at all. I mean, I can't remember when the whispers of. It was October, November time, wasn't it? And it wasn't anything that came from the fandom. Film is Fabulous just casually mentioned Doctor Who.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got 91 episodes here. Nobody's seen. Do you want to have a look?
It was kind of like that. It was very because as Tim Burrows says, the people at Film is Fabulous aren't Doctor Who fans. They're film enthusiasts. No. So they were on their social media account and they said, "Oh yeah, we've there's some Doctor." I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but it was a case of, "Oh, and we have managed to locate some Doctor Who." And it was like, what?
No, it was like, oh, that sounds exciting.
Did I just read what I think I read? And you go back and you read it again, and you read it again, and you read it again. And then before they knew it, the whole thing had travelled. And I think they had to put out a statement within something like 24, 36 hours.
Right, because it just overwhelmed them. They just weren't expecting anything to be like that. So good for them. So when are you on live next? Is it Thursday or Tuesday this week?
We are live on Saturday, and you're welcome, of course, to join us for that. But with the Doctor Who stuff, there's something coming up this Monday. Something a little different is coming on Monday, which hopefully it's still. I've got a special guest coming on, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it live. I think they're still free. I've got to double check with them. So make sure you are.
Will it in any way feature the Dalek Master Plan dildo?
We could bring it up just for you. We could
bring it up. Okay, there you go. What are we talking about on Saturday? Because thankfully Discovery is over. Not Discovery. Star Weekend is over.
We're going to be having a big old catch up with what we've been with sort of physical media, what we've been watching, what we've been streaming, it'll be a nice big open discussion. What we've had on pre-order, what we've bought, what we've watched, all that kind of stuff. So come and hang out. It's a sort of a restart of the old show, sort of. The Saturday plans are dropping into shape, everybody. So that's the Facebook channel this coming Saturday. I might double stream that over to Type 40 as well.
Cried, jigger.
But subscribe to the Facebook channel as well for all the stuff that's not Doctor Who, and you'll get the Rabbi.
Yes, the Saturday show is not a Doctor Who show. Don't go there thinking you're going to comment on it. It is not a Doctor Who show. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm kind of hungry. Time for dinner. Thank God I got an oven light I can use now. That's good. Now,
I'm glad I was able to make this because I was curious as to, because I know you've had Passover and all these various ceremonies.
It's like I'm happy to get back to real life now, right? I really am. Although real life is more awesome than it's been in decades for me, so I don't know what to tell you. I'm very much enjoying it. Anyway, double streaming is nuking your ratings. PD Rich says to Dan. So
double streaming is what's nuking my. Well, we don't double stream anything from Type 40 over to the other channel. The Type 40 ratings, it's like everything to do. Doctor Who is out of fashion at the moment. It's not on television. Fewer people are talking about it. And so as content creators, I mean, certainly on YouTube, you notice that there's an ebb and flow to this. Right. The podcast's still doing very, very well on Spotify and Audible and all those places. But YouTube is driven by what is now. And so when Doctor Who falls out of favour and out of the eye of the storm, that's what happens. And then something like this happens. But obviously this is of an appeal to a minority of people. Whereas, the stuff from the Spacebook, it's still like the Spacebook channel is there to sort of experiment with a little, really. So we'll see. We shall see.
Anyway, everybody head over to Spacebook this Saturday. What time are we on?
7 o'clock. If you're free at 7 as usual.
7 o'clock. Yeah, that's not 9 o'clock my time. That works out perfect. Okie dokie. Fine. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to say good night, good luck, and may your God walk with you. And that.